One of the best definitions I like of scaffolding is like when you're a young kid, you know, when you first learned to ride a bike.
Training wheels.
Training wheels, right? And then what happens a little period of time, you know, after a few little starts, you know, they take away the training wheels and off you go. So that's kind of how we want to look at scaffolding today. So some of the ideas of scaffolding, obviously someone is familiar with scaffolding. Are some of you familiar with the topic? Yeah. Do you want to just give us quickly, like what is your experience with it? Don't tell me you're a master, you're just in scaffolding. Or I'm leaving.
Well, I studied a second language acquisition and scaffolding. It's discussed as a learning process for like learning second languages. So
Okay.
that's something I've read about it.
Okay.
And then I've seen it, and it's covered with tarp, and they put buildings up.
Okay. So we're going to kind of just practice a little bit, and then we want to kind of go through some of the issues with it. So, who shall I ask? Can someone think of something I like a lot?
Curry rice.
The curry rice. All right. I like very much, please.
Ice cream.
I like a little.
Panda yakiniku.
No, okay. Panda yakiniku.
What?
What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's another kind of food.
My kids came up with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My kid's name is insect pizza, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Another type of food.
Chocolate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nothing extraordinary.
If we were teaching this to our Connect students, okay? If we were teaching this to our Connect students, how do you think, and understanding that we just have a limited understanding of scaffolding, how would we start to remove the support? How would you start if you're teaching Connect to teenagers? How would you start with this?
Take the life out. I love
Okay, that's one way. That'd be extending it even. Taking it beyond this, extending to I love. Okay. Were you about to say something? Yeah.
Well, I would take a lot out.
Okay.
I would give them some choices of other words that they could alternate.
Okay. Yeah.
For Connect, well, depending on what book, they do a lot of subject changing and conjugation.
Okay.
So eventually pull out the I and maybe go to he or she.
Okay. So all good ideas. That would be extending even further than this. What if I was to start removing the support? So I wrote this on the board, and I'm going to start with, we're going to go through the room really quickly, a little more higher energy level here. So I like curry rice a lot. I like ice cream very much. I like chocolate a little. Can you think of sports? Once a word.
I like soccer.
Oh, okay.
I like baseball very much.
Okay.
I like soccer. A little.
Oh, okay. Right. To the back. So, okay.
I like tennis a lot.
Okay.
I like football very much.
Okay. Yourself?
I like handball a little.
Okay. Drinks.
I like cola.
Okay.
I like coffee a lot.
Oh, it's, yeah, coffee's a fine drink.
I like orange juice a little.
Okay, I like orange juice. So then, let's say this is in the front of the classroom, so I'm going to, like this. And then like this. And then I'm going to go to school subjects. Who went last? Oh, please. Sorry. School subjects.
I like English a lot.
Okay, thank you. Lulu?
I like math a little.
Okay.
I like science a little.
Okay. Okay. School subjects, please.
Geography.
Sorry, in the. Sorry, yeah. Geography is a subject.
I love. I like geography a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like calculus a lot.
Okay. Can you go to a little less?
I
so boom, boom. Now, seeing that we're all teachers, we get the idea that eventually I'm just going to remove the written support, right? And then maybe if I start removing like all the written support, maybe I start making them come up with their own kind of things that they like a little or a lot. What other people brought up that was interesting is then you can bridge it over to I love. Right? You bridge it over to I love, or you can start taking out a little, a lot, very much. You start using all these different kinds of ways with the sentences. Does that make sense to everyone so far? Is there any questions or anything? Okay, very good. What do you think are some of the benefits and the challenges with scaffolding? What do you think some of the benefits?
The pace at which you remove and what you remove, so you have to be sensitive to what your students sort of are capable of from the outset.
That's a very good point. So like thinking of what our students are capable of, where could that be a real challenge? Thinking of it, something that often challenges many teachers in the classroom, where would that be a real challenge? When you start thinking of the pace, what is hard and what is difficult.
When you have learners of different abilities in a single class.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that would be like a real challenge, right? Can you think of any other challenges? Yeah.
Maybe just I don't know if they just don't pick things up and you're trying to. Well, yeah, I guess that's the case. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Another challenge we're going to face with scaffold building is eventually some students will have overdependence on the scaffolding, and they are always going to want to have that before they, go ahead and produce the target language.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah.
Knowing when the building's done and when the whole
Yeah. One of the things, and again, keeping in mind this is my point, is like the frustration level, especially with a mixed ability class, is I think one of the biggest challenges of scaffolding. Because when you're being challenged, like when you have a class where someone is very good, you got to make sure that the student doesn't get too frustrated right when you start, right from the very beginning. How are you going to do that? What are going to be some things you have to keep in mind when you think of the challenges and the benefits when you start with scaffolding? You got a mixed ability class, you have students who are strong, students who are weak. I think what's going to be the most important thing to keep in mind with that? Yes?
And have your stronger students help out with the scaffolding.
Perfect, yeah. What else does that mean too? Like when a stronger student helps out a weaker student? Modeling. But what else does that mean? Like it says something about the stronger student that yeah.
So that they don't get bored.
Okay, right. Then because boredom is frustration.
Just like to Craig's point about being overly dependent on scaffolding. If you scaffold properly, you won't have that problem because the point of scaffolding is to build independence.
Okay.
So I don't see it being an issue if you're too dependent.
Okay. When you were saying about having a student help the other student, I guess I was trying to use kind of a Socratic method in scaffolding to say, that means that one student really knows the material, right? And that will prevent him from being bored. But if a student can help another student, that means obviously they really, really do understand it, and that's your high-level student too. So, very, very good point. How about some other benefits and challenges? Especially think about your break time. Your break time between classes. Oh, you don't, okay, no wonder you're confused. Yeah. Think about your break time. There's something here that's kind of important with your break time. Something that scaffolding is requiring.
Preparation.
Preparation, which is?
Time consuming?
Yeah. Thank you, yeah. Very, very time consuming. Okay? Very, very time consuming. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get together in groups. And I want to have, we'll do four groups, and we're going to have the best group or one group come up and do a scaffolding presentation.